Speed, the never-ending quest of chasing that elusive dream of going faster and faster. Adrenaline rushing through your veins. Time slows down the faster you go, and for these drag racers, 8 seconds can seem like many minutes. We are here at the raceway in Bakersfield, California, and we're waiting for the ANRA people to show up. That's the American Nostalgic Racing Association. They've been around for about 10 years, and they do 4 race events per year. American classic cars from the 50s, 60s, and the 70s have a certain built-in magic that appeals to motor lovers worldwide. They're bold, strong, loud, and take no prisoners. When we see them, we can't help but smile and think, yeah, that's cool. They seem to represent an era where fun was just as important as gas-sipping aerodynamics nowadays. First on the agenda is tech inspection. The crew check each car and make sure they pass the requirements to keep the event safe for both drivers and viewers. At ANRA, pretty much everyone knows everyone. It's a friendly atmosphere, and they're here to have fun regardless if they win or lose.
How you doing? Hey, how are you?
How do you feel?
If I got any better, I couldn't stand it, I'll tell you.
You ready for racing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Always ready to go.
Yeah,
Always ready to go.
If there's any way to keep the original car and change it, you did it. That is awesome.
It runs good. I mean,
that's awesome.
My name's David Crewson. I drive the Mighty Mouse for my father, Joe Crewson Racing. We plan to come out here and irritate a lot of other racers. That's the point. But we have a lot of fun doing it. We've been doing it for so long that it's sort of like a family reunion every race. It's like racing your cousins. So bragging rights are involved. actually I was a barefoot water skier. I did quarter-mile drag barefoot water skiing. Got hurt, got out of that, started in Volkswagens, graduated to a Volkswagen dragster, and then accidentally showed up at a nostalgia meet and been hooked ever since. 2 years later, we built the first Mighty Mouse, and having a lot of fun all these years. It's funny, things speed up and slow down at the same time. Things are going by quickly, but your mind, you get basically snapshots. I'll see the stand, I'll see the other racer, I'll see the finish line. I see a lot of things, quick, click, flash, 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 and your mind kind of processes that. And then the more time you get behind the wheel, the more information you get. You can actually get out of the car after a run and sort of play it back in your head. You actually get more and more memories come back, you know, the more time you think about it. So it's just, at least for me, that's the way it works. My wife says it takes me 30 minutes to tell you about a 7.5 second run, so.
We are at Bakersfield for the ANRA race number 3 out of the season. We are at Famosa Raceway in Bakersfield. This is Strange Brew. I've been driving it for about 2 years now. I've been licensed with the NHRA for about 10. So this one's fun. The sound, the speed, and the smell. Strange Brew is a movie, I guess, from the 80s. I've never seen it before, but I know there's a lot of alcohol involved. You should ask Dave about it. There was one time that he actually put "You Just Lost to a Girl" on my pilot chutes. Ask him how many times he saw the pilot chutes that weekend. I think it was 3.
We gave her a new pilot chute. Ready? And I, having to be the joker because I have to race against my teammate, I wrote on the back of it, "You just lost to a girl." Now this is a brand new pilot chute, and I wrote in nice big black letters on pink looking leather. Well, guess who was the first person that got to look at that pilot chute twice?
It was 3 times, Steve. It was 3 times. You're gonna have fun this weekend. The ANRA series is an amazing series. There's a lot of us that show up. Anyone, the 760 class is the top class. We're kind of the top fuel of the ANRA series, so it's gonna be exciting. You'll enjoy it.
Wait. They're just making sure that everything is connected, everything's where it should be. We replaced this engine, so this will be really the first time that the motor started up for competition right now. You always have to get in there and just kind of eyeball everything. This is kind of typical deal. Nothing's wrong.
We got air leaks in there again.
Yeah, there it is. See, it just dripped again. Underneath the blower, right here.
It's coming out of the base gasket for the blower. How'd the throttle sound?
I don't know, it just didn't sound like it was very strong.
Okay. Oh, the pipes and everything sound way different. So
I kind of like how they sound.
Yeah. I don't like that popping noise again.
Well, I think it's lean, but I think you're sucking air.
Oh,
you know why? Because you got 2 spacers.
But I ran it that way for several years.
I would like her to fire it back up and hit the RPM one more time. I would still fatten the barrel valve up a little bit.
When it's hot?
The next morning is race time. It's true what they say, nothing smells as exciting as race fuel early in the morning. Here they are, the wild beasts, lining up to go as fast as they possibly can. This is nothing but horsepower and hormones, waiting to explode for a few glorious seconds.
Hi, I'm Diana Hedrick. I'm a co-owner of the American Nostalgic Racing Association, and we're putting on a race this weekend, and we expect over 200 cars. This car right here is my car that I race. I just started racing this year. I retired from a banking career, and so now I'm racing. Okay, now I'm getting suited up for to make the run. First I have to put my fireproof jacket on. And my hair is beautiful because of the helmet. There's a little button in the back of the car that you got to turn on. Could you do that for me?
Sure.
It's a little trip. I don't know, I watch my grandson race all the time, and several friends, and just decided to do it. You just get in and drive. There's really nothing to prepare you for it at all. But it's fun, you know. If you're competitive, and I was very nervous, and not so much anymore. But now I just try to work hard to get better lights, reaction time, and try and get Butch to make this car go faster. We have a ball with it, and the whole ANRA thing is like a big family, so we have a great amount of fun and good competition.
How did it go?
Well, I lost that one.
Oh yeah?
But there'll be another day. It's a lot of fun.
Good, good.
Yep. A lot of good racers out here.
Yeah.
Big happy family.
Did you get it?
Well, you can do it again if you didn't get it. If you you can do it 2 or 3 times as far as I'm concerned. Now, come on back. No, not you, Scott.
How's it going?
It's going good, by golly. Except that the guy that's standing behind us is giving me an evil look there. So, one of my good buddies. So,
How many cars ahead do you think?
we're gonna have a little over 300, I'm pretty sure. So we're supposed to get a count here pretty quick. Perfect weather, except for the guys from the coast. They're a little on the weenie side, but the rest of us handle us real well. So, it's been 10 years we've had this association, so they're all good cars. I love all the cars. As long as they bring money and pay their way in, anybody can come and run as long as the car's old enough to do it. So 79, 80. Yeah. No electronics, no nitrous.
There's, I think we have 11 different classes for adults. We also do the junior drag racers, and they range anywhere from 8 years old up to 18.
My name's Brad Denny, and we're here in Bakersfield at the legendary Famoso Raceway for the ANRA Summer Nationals. Well, we're part of the 760 Nostalgia Eliminator class, and been running this class for about 17 years. Had a little bit of a success, then took a little hiatus for a while, and we're back at it, trying to kind of find our way and get our consistency back. Well, there's lots of reasons, I'd say. I mean, it's affordable, for one thing. Much more low-key, much more family-oriented and enjoyable, rather than just win at all cost and you know, break the bank trying to run with the big competitive guys. Most of us have run together for a number of years, and so we all get to know one another. And it's good family racing. It's a chance to go reasonably fast on a reasonable budget. It's pretty thrilling. You know, it brings out a competitive, if you have a competitive nature, it's you get real competitive. Your friends in the pits, and the minute you're at the starting line and in the car, and the cars are running, it just brings out a real competitive nature. And then as soon as you're back out of the car, you're buddies again. So. And of course, the acceleration is thrilling, exciting. It seems like it would be really quick, but I'll tell you, a lot goes through your mind. It's amazing how fast our minds operate, because oftentimes in 7 seconds you think a lot and you make a lot of decisions. You analyze a lot of stuff in that short period of time that doesn't even seem possible, and yet you can make a 7-second run and it'll take you 10 minutes to describe to someone everything you thought of and felt during that 7 seconds. So it's fast, it's quick, and yet at the same time it's almost slow, and your mind is operating at such an advanced speed. You know, you really think of a lot. You analyze a lot. The car can move around a lot. Generally they're pretty mild-mannered, but they can get out of shape at a moment's notice, and you got to drive the car. But for the most part, they're pretty comfortable to drive.
Okay, yeah, my name is Tom Mullen, and I've been driving this 67 Mustang for about 15-20 years competitively out here in Famoso, and run through a couple of different classes. Was a sportsman champion out here for 1 year, and had a pretty decent amount of success in the sportsman class, and more recently moved up to Summit Pro, and then here at the ANRA events I run hot rod, and just today started running D-gas this weekend. First time running D-gas, so we're having a little fun with that, working on the pro tree instead of the sportsman tree, trying to learn that and having a good time. In 1992, my wife gave me this car as a 10th wedding anniversary present. It was a little bit of a project at the time. Someone had started to rebuild it as a street car, and we picked it up and finished it, and about the time it got finished, started driving it on the street, and everywhere I went, somebody pulled up next to me and wanted to race. I was a little bit nervous about street racing, so I decided I'd better take it to the track. So first raced it in about 94 or 5 here at Famoso at a Mustang Camaro shootout, and had no idea what I was doing. I made it to the final round that day. Anyway, it was originally a 67 GTA Fastback. Fairly rare piece. Came with a 390 automatic and 411 gears in the rear. So when it came out of the factory, it was kind of a go-fast car. Of course, over the years, it's been changed into other things, and currently it's got a 557 cubic inch big block in it. But I'm still running on stock leaf springs with Caltrax on the back, so we make a pretty good amount of horsepower. Probably don't have the best setup in the world for traction, but it's enough to come out here and have a good time and be pretty competitive. The front end's been replaced with a Chassis Works front end and suspension, and this is a fiberglass one-piece front end. So everything back of the windshield, original stuff. You know what? I mean, nostalgia racing is where it's at. You look around the pits, you got a bunch of guys probably in my age bracket. These are the cars we grew up with, and you come out here, and it's like a family sport. A bunch of good friends out here, a bunch of cars from the 50s, 60s, 70s, the cars we grew up on, and we still get to see them look good and run fast, and that's what it's all about. We race against each other, you know, over and over and over. We know each other, we have a good time, and, you know, all friends till we get on the track and it's competition. So you get the best of both.